Hello everyone, welcome back with Lucas's video. Dive deep into the ocean floor to find. I've been lying down, haven't released a video in months, but that doesn't mean there won't be videos all my life. But that's not the main issue I want to mention today, but presenting to you a cosplay product exclusively for Blox Fruit's fans. I use this shark anchor the most effectively. As for other weapons, I play very badly. Well, trust adults, whatever you do well, you do it. Starting my cosplay making job today will be to buy a shoulder lane carrying water pipe. Consider my anchor reaching my head okay. Using a scissors ruler to measure, I'm now about 1.5 meters long and it fits me. And this is my tool rack. I bought it to make cosplay things. Guys, do you feel I am a professional yet?
Hey yo, what's up? I'm a racing boy.
The backbone must be something solid and elastic. Before, I thought it was made of wood, but water pipes are much easier to find and cut. I'm not familiar with sawing and cutting things, but if I want my thing to be beautiful, I have to cut and saw. Now I draw and cut a free one to create a right angle. Connect the two water pipes together to make it much more beautiful. Using the available circular ruler, look and grind to get a jack that fits tightly between the two water pipes. I don't want to finish it then it break in two parts. I punched the hole, now let's find a way to patch it up. People with OCD will not like the one short, and one long-sided anchor. That I, a normal person, do not like it neither. So I will use a measure to make sure that both sides are fair. Actually, you guys can use a hairdryer to drink a bent water pipe, but that's a lie. Use a heat detector to bend. Besides being a vlogger, sometimes exaggerates, but actually very trustworthy I am. This is the last shape I have of the spine curved evenly on both sides.
Nice.
However, we still have to take a little into account, so that when we cover it with foam, it still needs to be treated. Otherwise, fans of Blox Fruit will come in and I won't miss a single shot to make the anchor shape more beautiful. I forced it to be suppressed. When the time comes, I will make the body part for it. Whether it's beautiful or not is due to this step. If you draw beautifully, it's beautiful, but if you draw badly, there's a funny video for you guys to see. That's all I say, but being confident in the art of always getting an F or higher from me. Plus experience. The odds of getting a complete anchor are very feasible. Looking at my face, I believe it. After sketching with a pencil, I dressed with a brush. Then cut it out. I use subjects like geometry, philosophy, physics, aerodynamics, linguistics, biology, chemistry, history, computer studies, economics, I know we should only cut half, turn the other half upside down, and we already have two equally perfect pieces. It's time for me to use my surgical mindset. I will use up my ability called 3D thinking. To decide which one to do first after thinking for a while, I decided to make a plan from top to bottom. I think if my spear tip has to be sharpened a little, it will be easier to shape. Follow the recipe step by step, draw on paper and then cut. Gradually our anchor also has the first pieces of the puzzle. If you watch my video here, you are no strangers to these foam cutting and pasting scenes. This time I experimented with model glue. The result is quite okay but not as fast as multi-purpose adhesive.
2 hours later.
So my anchor top has also taken shape. Compared to the model, I have to make it thicker to grind it into edges, just like the prototype. It's okay, next I'll do both wings. Although this wing cannot fly like some types of wings that exist in the world. Huh? I said that, but penguins are also adorable. This is my new material warehouse. To save time, I bought a thicker one, specifically for the two wings of the shark anchor. Get the first piece. Learn from the experience of making cosplay. This time I remembered and turned it upside down in the opposite part. In this world of cosplay making, every small detail is also extremely important. During this process, we need to fix its backbone and plan to do it, putting loose parts together, into a complete block. It's kind of like criticizing Lego.
Moments later.
My anchor has gradually taken shape. I just said out of my mouth that I have to cover my body first, but I did what I forgot for a while, so I glued my tongue first. I mean glue my top anchor first. Hey sailors, get ready to get on the ship. An anchor is not only a tool for anchoring, but it is also a weapon of the sea. Power that only the strongest people like me can create and use. If we pay attention, we can see that it appears quite commonly in games such as Valorant, LOL, and there are many other games that I don't know about. But it definitely exists. The body of our anchor is not only strong but also sharp, especially if it has a beautiful effect. If it's not beautiful, it won't be used. Enough to rip things off along the way. That's enough advertising. Save a little while to review. I will use the thinnest foam and the most accurate measurement, to be able to wrap it on the handle of the anchor. Oh, it's my fault. I tried for half a day but it still didn't come back immediately. I took it off and did it all over again. I fell into a shortage of raw materials. I have to make full use of the old foam left over. Luckily I still have it. Professional cosplayers will use a special clay to plug the opening. However, in Vietnam, this type of clay is not popular. Even if it is, it must be shipped from abroad. I use another way to apply a big layer. Return 7,749 steps, draw, cut and paste, and sharpen the knife too. We've got a big piece. Almost done. Like a rudder guiding us through the wind and storms. And when crafting it, it is the lock direction for us. Wasting time making. Apply all your skills using compa and paper knives. Making this rudder compass is indispensable. Then I will use these recycled chopsticks. It's time for me to rest.
Early the next morning.
I will continue to do unfinished things. Take advantage of all the excess pieces to make small pieces. One of the sufferings of cosplayers is that they don't dare to throw away all the excess trash. At first I planned to use this paper straw, but it broke too easily, so I switched to using an aluminum tube. However, when it was finished, I felt that it was not very similar to the shape on Blox Fruit, so I had to find another material and another way to do it, so that it was at least as similar as possible. The trick I learned from being considered a model on YouTube, foil and cooking, and tightly rolled with zinc wire is to have a skeleton that is both strong and flexible like this. Wrap the foam and we've finished this part. Use the end to seal the water pipe corresponding to the water pipe. Super easy to find in places selling materials. I will test this part with zinc wire as the backbone. I don't know what the result will be. Apply a few more plastic pellets to make your anchor cooler. Ta-da! The result is not what I expected.
Oh no!
Use the components in your old fan. The result is too sturdy and cool. Many overlapping layers are not cool yet. Use a fixed double-sided bandage and add another layer of foam, making it look like a paralyzed smoke. You see, making cosplay clothes takes a lot of time and requires patience. Please support me with a like and subscribe. Come to this stage of preparation for completion. I will make ropes wrapped around the anchor body. I choose an ivory white cloth, then cut it into pieces. Learn how to tie ropes on YouTube, so complete a unique detail that decorates the anchor. Let's glue it. Use a little fire to erase the excess fabric. I have tried my best to copy the most. How do you feel? Please comment to let me know. The chain is the coolest and last part of this weapon. Of course I can't get it from my dogs. Sold chains are too heavy. Made of foam is always the most reasonable. By the way, to better characterize the Roblox game, I will make another hat. In the final step, let's take it all to paint.